So the other day, I figured out that something was very wrong with me. Like, I'm not saying, like, it was kind of bad and I was kind of wondering. I mean, something was wrong. And I'm not the type that goes to a hospital for, like, a cough or a cold or even the flu. Like, if it's a flu, it's just a flu. But something was very, very wrong with me, and I could tell. So we go into the hospital, and the first thing that I made point clear of was that if I was going to have a checkup, I wanted a female doctor. Female. I did not want a male doctor. I would feel very uncomfortable with that. And they said, no female doctors were on duty. So I had a male doctor. And at first he comes in, he's real nice, and he's telling me, oh, it's probably nothing. We're going to run some tests. Susie over here is going to draw some blood. You know, we're just going to run some tests. So we go through the whole thing, and the guy in the same room with me is, like, dying. Like, I swear to God, the guy is, like, coughing up a fucking lung. And I'm freaking out because I think that I'm dying, and this guy over here is terrifying. But anyways, they put us in, they make me do all this stuff, they take my heartbeat and the blood pressure and all that fun stuff, draw some blood. It takes 2 hours, 2 hours in a hospital to come test back, and, like, it wasn't even anything. It was, like, virtually nothing, but it felt like a lot. So the doctor, when he first comes in, he already looks pissy. And I'm thinking, okay, it's kind of late. I can sort of understand why you would be a little pissy. But these are your patients. The one who are basically making sure that you have a job and have a paycheck. So you really should suck it up and just be like, okay, well, here's what's wrong, and I'm sorry that this is happening. No. Here's what the doctor does. So this is what you have. And just so you know, this is an emergency room for emergencies. We're going to give you some pills and send you on your way. If it gets any worse, then you need to go to the clinic, because you wanted a female doctor, and we don't have any on guard right now. So if you want to have a checkup, then you need to take what we give you, or else we can't help you. I know it's an emergency room, smartass. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not a doctor. For all I know, I could be dying of some infectious disease that's eating out my intestines. I hate when doctors are such smartasses. Like, you're supposed to know what's wrong with you. Like, if I knew what was wrong with me, I wouldn't be in the hospital in the first place. Thank you very much. Not only was this doctor a complete asshole, I'm like 99% sure he gave me the wrong medicine. For those of you who don't know, I am like a naturally hyper person. Like, I'm really like, ugh, and I am not allowed to have energy drinks, coffee, more than 2 sodas. I mean, the list goes on and on, because as soon as I have something like that, I'm like bouncing off the fucking walls. So this doctor gave me what I thought was antibiotics because of my pain. No. I took one of those pills today, and oh my dear God, people thought I was high. I was freaking out. Like, I couldn't sit still. I was jumping up and down. I was singing songs in my head and dancing to them. I was freaking out. I was like skipping around my school, and everybody was like, Ariel, did you smoke a bowl? I was like, no, but I think my doctors gave me a fucking happy pill. As it turns out, my friend Morgan told me that at that hospital, they get the diagnosis wrong 70% of the time. And every time she's gone there, they've diagnosed her wrong. How much you want to bet that I actually am dying of some infectious disease that's eating out my intestines, and they gave me a fucking happy pill to cure it? I don't understand why doctors have to be such pricks, and in the end, they don't even know what they're talking about.